Viswanathan Anand, one of the greatest Indian chess players of all time, has recently played a jaw-dropping game. Even though he's 53 years old, he hasn't lost his attacking spirit even a little bit. Now, this game was played like 3 days ago in the Levitov chess tournament, and yeah, it was a rapid game with 10 minutes plus increment. Viswanathan had the white pieces, and he was paired against Wesley So. He's in the top 10 of the world's best players, so really not an easy task for Viswanathan, but he makes something unbelievable happen. So, let's just dive into it. Here Viswanathan started the game with d4, and Wesley So replies with d6, and after d4 and d5, we have the French defense on the board. This is a very annoying opening to deal with white if you're unprepared, but let's see how Viswanathan deals with it. So he continues with knight c3, we have knight f6, and here he goes e5 and harasses Wesley's knight. You have knight f to d7, and now f4 really starting to grip this e5 pawn. We have c5, Wesley tries to undermine the center here. We have knight f3, just developing, adding protection. We have knight to c6, and here after bishop e3, bishop a7 and queen to d2, after both sides continue development, we have a perfectly normal position. This has been seen hundreds of times, and this is still complete theory. Now Wesley here plays a6, perhaps intending to go b5 then b4 and just start an attack against Viswanathan as soon as possible. But Anand isn't gonna stand around watching. Here he plays d takes on c5, exchanges some tension here in the center, and yeah, at least this way this pawn majority here isn't gonna be as effective. Now we have knight takes on c5 and the game still completely fine, continues as normal. We have a3 by Anand, Wesley So castles, puts his king to safety, and now queen f2 by Anand. And yeah, this move makes his intentions pretty clear. First off, he's obviously threatening to win a piece, right? It's only defended by the bishop, but his second intention is actually just to transfer the queen to the king side and start his own attack against Wesley's king, so we're really gonna have a lot of fireworks this game. And okay, now Wesley continues with b6, he just defends his knight, and Viswanathan castles queenside, and okay, like, we're really gonna have a fight here, because with opposite sides castling, both sides are just gonna race with their pawns to try to rip each other's kings. So yeah, let's see who gets there first. Now Wesley So immediately starts aligning his pieces towards Anand's king, and yeah, Viswanathan replies with bishop to d3, which Stockfish puts as a mistake. However, I really don't understand why, because okay, the computer is saying knight takes on d3, but the thing is that, okay, we have rook takes on d3. He's saying that b5 and his pawns are, very fast here and gonna start an attack. However, f5 and Viswanathan's attack is also going extremely fast because this pawn can't really be taken, or the knight gets in, attacking the queen, attacking the bishop, and overall it's just a very complicated position. So to call bishop d3 back here a mistake, I think it's a very strong word. So yeah, I don't really understand. And Wesley saw all of this complication with knight takes bishop, so instead he tried bishop to b7, which Stockfish says it's a miss. Like, I don't understand. And thing is, just wait for it. Here Anand goes for queen to d3, like I said, transferring the queen to the king side, and he says it's a miss. It's ridiculous, because when you let the computer think for a second, he's saying that it's the best move. So I don't really understand. Stockfish is legitimately just hating right now. So yeah, let's just let the players play. Don't interfere, Stockfish. Just shut up. Okay, but Wesley here continues with f5. It's a very natural move. Just pretty much shutting down this bishop. But okay, you're like, I know how to play chess. I can just take en passant, and the bishop is open, but you gain nothing. The game is completely equal here. Maybe even black is better, because after rook takes, okay, your bishop is open, but you have nothing. For example, queen h3, trying to go for h7, just rook h6, and yeah, you have absolutely nothing here. So in the game after f5, Viswanathan just started chilling. He just plays king b1, puts his king here in safety, takes it to b1, and yeah, here we have b5 by Wesley. He starts going in. However, now Viswanathan finds a really nice idea, and from here on out, the guy just doesn't stop. He just goes all in. Here he plays bishop takes on c5. The knight has to be retaken. We have bishop takes on c5, but now queen h3, and this is just an evil move. Because, for example, if Wesley So just plays a random move, trying to attack, all of a sudden just knight g5, and he's just in trouble. because this comes with a nasty threat here on h7, but if you try to defend this, all of a sudden knight takes on e6. This is just a terrible fork, so Wesley would lose this. But okay, he's 2700, so he sees this, no problem. Here after queen h3, he goes g6, and this is a very natural move, because, okay, now g5, this is protected, h7 by the queen, right? But at the same time, the bishop here is just completely dead. But wait a minute, Anand goes g4, he just barbarically goes trying to open everything. But okay, just wait a second, it's still not over. Wesley so starts counterattacking, he goes b4, and okay, he's like trying to open the king this way, also hitting the knight. So, Viswanathan has to deal with this pawn, right? Well, that was what Wesley so was thinking. Because here Vishwanathan didn't care about this knight, he just takes this pawn here on f5 and we have the first brilliancy on the board. This is amazing. Now as we so got confused here, just took this knight, like what the hell is happening? But the thing is, Vishwanathan continues his murder spree with this pawn, he takes this pawn here on g6. And this is just weird, because, here, as we saw, literally doesn't care, he just plays rook h8. Like, for example, if now you just take this pawn, just king to h8 and the king is completely safe, so nothing is happening there. As we saw, is apparently just up a piece. Well, let's see, because here Anand was the second brilliant. He plays rook h to g1, and this is like, he's just putting the rook on the line of the bishop. What? He's just giving the rook for free. What is happening? Wesley so accepts another present, right? And then retakes. But the thing is, this rook now is aligned with the king, and Wesley so cannot do anything, and bad things are about to happen. For example, if you try to run away from this line and hide on h8 like last time, now it doesn't work because g7, the rook supports the pawn. This is a nasty fork here, and the queen, yeah, can't really take us off the rook. So, okay, h8 is not an option. Perhaps we can go to g7 and, block the pawn. Well, queen takes on h7, and this is just made because of this pawn here. So, whoa. Wesley so says, okay, nothing like this. Let's not touch my king. I'll just take this pawn, start, diminishing your attack. And what you got? You're like the Indian beast. Show me what you got, mate. But the thing is, Vishwanathan here just shows him more than what he's got. Like, he plays a move here that just pretty much ends the game on the spot. So, if you want pause, try to find it. Because here Vishwanathan plays the third brilliant, basically in succession. Here plays queen takes 26, just casually giving up his queen. Oh my god, Anand, stop. Oh my god, the pawn was protected by the rook, but Anand doesn't care. The thing is that the queen cannot be taken. If Wesley So had taken the queen, now this pawn takes on h7, comes with the double check. It's protected by the bishop, of course, but this comes with the check also from the rook. So since it's a double check, the king has to move, but no matter where he goes, he's just dead. For example, if you try to white on h8, rook to g8 is just mate because of the bishop again defending the pawn. And if you try to go something like king f7, well, now a new queen is born and yeah, your king here is just about to be dead. For example, rook g7 would be just checkmate in one. So not really pleasant, and after this amazing queen takes on e6, Wesley So just, tried hiding. He played king to f8, but now pawn takes on h7 again, the queen is still hanging. However, this is just game over, and Wesley So had to resign, and Vishwanathan won a just brilliant game in 24 moves. This is just wow. I don't even have words. Okay, but first things first. Again, if the queen is taken, a queen is born here, and the king is dead. So let's take a look, because there are other things here. Perhaps we can sacrifice the queen, and if Anand takes it, well, after all of a sudden, rook takes queen, and Anand is just dead. Look at the material difference. Now he no longer has an attack, so this would be bad. And in the game, instead of bishop takes queen, Vishwanathan can actually give a check here. And yeah, the queen is in, so she has to block. But now queen h6, and along with this rook here, the king is just dead. For example, king up. This was the fork, hitting the king, hitting the rook. Just take the rook and yeah, he's just dead. For example, king e6. Just actually, queen f5 is just checkmate in one. So yeah, this would just, the game is basically just over. So after pawn takes, yeah, Wesley So had to resign. And yeah, that's a pretty amazing game if I say so myself. Viswanathan again, like I said, 53 years old, but attacking like he's 18. It's just amazing.